Okay guys, we're back for another recipe today. Today we are doing a broccoli and cheddar soup. Before we get started with this, it'd be great if you guys hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel, okay? You guys stop in, a lot of new subscribers, like over 5,000 new subscribers, so we're rolling along with this. I think that's great. Hit the notification bell, share it with your friends, all that good stuff, okay? So here we go with the ingredients, all right? So all these can vary. You don't have to be spot on with everything. It's just, you know, pulling it all together, right? That's just about what it is. So we got 4 cups of chicken broth. We've got 2 cups of shredded carrots, which I shredded this morning. We got 4 cloves of garlic minced up. We got a little bit of pepper there. We got about 5.5 to 6 cups of broccoli florets. Okay, now I used broccoli that you buy in the produce section, okay? And this is that's about the size that I cut them up. Some pieces are a little bit bigger for texture. That's just what I did. Over here we got 4 cups of cheddar cheese. We got yellow and white. We got some heavy cream here, 2 cups of heavy cream. We have a stick of butter, 8 tablespoons. We have a whole onion. We got a half of an onion that's red and a half of an onion that is yellow, okay? We've got 8 tablespoons of flour up front. We got some salt here, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and some nutmeg, okay? So we got like a 1/4 teaspoon here. We got a full tablespoon or teaspoon here and a full tablespoon here, teaspoon and teaspoon here. Wow. Okay, so maybe it was all the chopping up I did is why I can't talk. All right, so anyways, that's what we got going on here today. Let me get over to the stove. We're going to start doing this, and we're going to show you how to make a fantastic broccoli and cheddar soup. So first things first, I got a small pot here already kind of preheated. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take our chicken stock. We're going to pour our chicken stock in. Now, this part of the recipe, you could always, you know, you might need more. So if you need more, you know, put more in. You could substitute it with milk or some heavy cream, or you could use water if you're like really desperate as far as like how thick that the soup is or is coming out. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. So if it doesn't look like, you know, whatever it's supposed to look like, that's kind of what it is. All right, so from there we're going to dump in our broccoli. We're also going to dump in our carrots. We're going to dump in our onions. And we'll evaluate this as we keep going, okay? And we're going to dump in our garlic. All right, so that's going to be it for this right now. We're going to give it a little bit of stir. We're going to get this all incorporated together, just like this. And then what we're going to do, we're going to wait just until the broccoli gets a little bit tender, okay? So that's how this is going to play out for now. So when the broccoli gets tender, I will bring you guys back and we will show you the next step on this, okay? All right, we'll be right back, a couple minutes. Okay, so now our mixture is good. The only thing you guys want to keep in mind is you just want your vegetables here tender, okay? You want a little bit of bite to it left. Once that's done, it's done. Okay, so this is done. So we're going to bring you guys on to the next step. We're going to do everybody's favorite thing. Actually, I think people hate to do it, but we're going to start the roux. We're going to start our thickening agent. We're going to get this all together, okay? And hang in there. Okay, so we got another pot here. You are going to need 2 pots for this recipe. Usually I try to, when I'm doing soups and stews, I try to do them in one pot, but it doesn't really work that way with this one here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put 8 tablespoons. I know that sounds like a lot. We're going to put 8 tablespoons. Where the hell is my mopping mud on? Okay, there we go. Mopping in hand. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to melt this butter down. I'm going to keep you guys with me the whole way while I make the roux, because a lot of times people have a hard time making a roux. Okay, so I want to make sure that you guys get it right. After all, that's what this is. That's what this channel is kind of about, right? It really is about teaching people that may be a little paranoid about cooking, all that good stuff, right? We'll show you how to do it, and it's simple, right? So once we get our butter here melted down, which we're almost done, keep this moving around a little bit. So I've been getting great comments and compliments on my channel, so I want to just thank everybody for that. So we've been at this for now a couple of years. I took just a short time off because of some medical issues, and then we're back, and we've been back at it for, I don't know, 6-8 months now, whatever. It's just something I enjoy, so I figured I'd share all my stupid or crazy ideas, food recipes with you guys, and you know, it's just something I like to do. So I figured and people ask me for recipes all the time, so I was tired of, you know, giving recipes out. I figured, you know what, let's just start a channel. Okay, so our butter is melted. We're going to turn around, and we're going to constantly whisk this, okay, because you don't want lumps. So we're going to keep it going, keep it moving. This is not that bad. You see exactly what I'm doing, and that's the thing about this channel too. Like, I don't sugarcoat nothing, right? You know, I tell you how it is. If it's going to be one of those recipes, it's going to that's going to be difficult to make. I'm going to tell you straight up in the beginning. This recipe is going to be terrible to make it. All right, so that's it. See, just like this. We're going to keep it going, and we're going to cook it until we get the raw flour out of this. Okay, so you're going to cook this down for, I don't know, a couple minutes, minute or so. As soon as it's all nice and incorporated, kind of like it is right now, you'll start to see it bubbling on the bottom of the pot. That's a good indication that you're almost done with this. I know, people say I talk a lot, but listen, you got to communicate with folks, right? You got to get it done. If I don't do that, then I get remarks or comments that, geez, you didn't explain that, or you didn't do this, or geez, I wish you would have said that. Listen, I found out having this channel and having hundreds of thousands of views so far that you're not pleasing everybody. So we just do what I feel is right, and that's it. All right, so there we go. That's a roux. That's it. That's it's the same thing as if you're doing a mac and cheese, which, hey, you guys like macaroni and cheese. I got a couple good videos up there. One's a baked macaroni and cheese, and the other one I put into cast iron little Dutch ovens. Check those out if you like a mac and cheese. Okay, so you can see now. You see it's getting nice and bubbly. So we're going to call that. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our mixture over here, and we're going to add this in to the pot. What we're going to do that, I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to cook this down just a little bit more and check the vegetables over here and make sure they're perfect before I put them in. Okay, so we are ready to add the vegetables in. Now the roux is all done, and now what we're going to do is we took that off the heat, and now what we're going to do is we're just going to add in our mixture. Okay, we'll put a couple spoonfuls in there, and then we're going to mix it around like this so it doesn't all clump up. All right, see how it's nice and see how thick it gets? It like does it like almost immediately. All right. So another thing I can explain to you guys as well, while I got you here, is that if this is too thick for you guys, there's a couple of ways that you can undo this, okay, and not make it as thick. Now, once you add the flour, you can't add flour now for the rest of this recipe, okay, because it's going to do nothing but clump up and it's not going to dissolve and all that kind of stuff, okay? So what we're going to do is, if you need more, you're going to have to go to a cornstarch and water mixture, okay? And that's what you're going to have to do. No big deal. It's just you have to remember that the cornstarch mixture now is activated by heat. So once you put that in, you're, you know, you got to work with it. It's nothing to be intimidated by, that's for sure. So if it's too thick, then you can add more stock to it, which is probably what I'm going to do. I usually wind up doing that afterwards. Okay, and then we're going to just pour the rest of that mixture in there. And that's it. Now, back on the heat. Let me take you guys over here with me. Just like that. That worked out good. Okay, so now take your time with this. Don't get crazy. All right. Okay, so you could see that that's kind of, now I have the heat off too, by the way. Okay, so all right, the more heat you add to this, the more this is going to thicken. Now I do have some more chicken broth standing by, which I probably will use, because every single time I do this, I always use more chicken broth. All right, next thing that we're going to do, okay, is we're going to go nice and slow with our heavy cream. Just like that. See how simple this is? Everybody thinks that, or not everybody, but there's a lot of people that think that, like, oh, I can't make broccoli and cheddar. So you can. That's why I love doing this channel, because you get folks that kind of get all weary. I can't do that. Oh, you can. Just follow me. You know, grab a coffee, sit down in the morning when I do my premieres at 9:30. Watch the video. Make it next week, right? Okay, so what we're going to do now that the cream is in, we keep the heat off because we didn't want to curdle the cream, basically, is what it is. All right, so we're going to go to medium-low heat, about a medium heat-ish, somewhere around there. And we're going to get this simmering. Okay, so when this simmers, I'm going to bring you guys back with me. We're going to add in the other spices. We're going to season it up, salt and pepper. And if I need more chicken broth, we're going to add it in. Simple as that. And if we need more thickening agent, we're going to do cornstarch and water. Keep in mind, another tip here is if you're using cornstarch, it's 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to 1 tablespoon of water. That's it. Mix it up a little bit. Bang, you're done. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to bring this to a simmer now, and I'll bring you back with me when I put all my spices in. It's going to be a great soup. Awesome soup. All right, so as you see, we're starting to, we're getting it to a little bit of a boil. It's exactly where we want to be with this, okay? So once you get it, not to a boil, I shouldn't say that, like to a simmer, just back your heat off just a little bit, okay? Now, with all these spices, I usually do half of it. That's just me, because, you know, if your taste buds are different one day and then you're just, you know, whatever. Half the nutmeg. Do half the nutmeg, and then we're going to put the cayenne pepper in. Half the cayenne pepper. All right, so we're going to mix this up. That's the the best day when I can come into my kitchen and cook for you guys. All right, so now what I'm going to do is we're just going to taste it. Yeah, that is so good. All right, so we are going to add in the rest of our spices and a little bit of cayenne left over there. All right, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to mix. We're going to mix and mix and mix. Okay. So you're going to get a little bit of heat from the cayenne way in the background, hopefully. Which I think that's the way it's going to work out. All right, let's do this again. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I know I say that, but like it really is. So the only thing you might want to adjust is like the cayenne. So if you don't like that spicy feeling to something, then you just don't even have to put it in. All right, so a little salt and pepper. I'm going to back off the heat a little bit more because we're about to put the cheese in. Like this doesn't look good enough, right? All right, so I just want to keep you guys here just to... Yeah, this works. A little pinch, just a little bit more salt in here. And that's just to... Listen, that's your own taste, right? Anytime you see a recipe that says, you know, salt and pepper to taste, that's all that is. Okay, now, now we're going to add our cheese in. Okay, and this is where you sit there and go, oh my God, that looks so good. Okay, let's look. Now I got a total of 4 cups of cheese here. We got 1 white sharp cheddar, and we got, I'm sorry, I'm getting all with some stuff that's going on here. We have 1 brick of white cheddar, and we have 1 brick of the yellow extra sharp. Both of them are extra sharp, by the way. And we stir, and we stir, and we get that all nice and melted. Oh boy, it really does look good. And I've had this quite a few times. I've been cooking this over the course of some years now, so I automatically know what this is gonna taste like, so I'm really happy to share this one with you guys. And we're almost ready to serve this. I think it's just, I'm gonna let this melt down a little bit, and we're gonna taste it one more time. Now we're going for salt and cheese. Oh, Manon, I could die right now, and I'd be fine with it, because I'd be bringing God up a bowl of this. Well, you know, I don't like to play with that either, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. All right, guys, that's it. Seasoning is good. The amount of cheese in here is fantastic. We're going to kill the heat, and we're going to go across the kitchen. We're going to serve this up. We're ready. All right, guys, hang in there. Let's get this in a bowl. Have some lunch. All right, soup is done. It is ready to be bowled up. Bowled up. That sounds fun. I don't know why that sounds funny. We're going to put this in a bowl. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's rich. It's creamy. It's fantastic. It's everything above. If you like broccoli and cheddar soup, listen, like people said on my pizza video, they went to the store and got a cast iron pan to make that pizza, and the compliments were that pizza was Absolutely fantastic. So this is a big bowl. This is like a little serving bowl, actually. So if you're wondering why I'm putting so much in there, that's the reason why. Okay, guys, look at this, huh? Hold on. Look at this. All right, so we're going to put a little cheese on top. Yep. Just like that. And look here. Little crusty bread. All right, so that is it. Broccoli and cheddar soup. That's how I make this. If you guys like this video, please hit that subscribe button. Love all the subscriptions that I'm getting lately. Hit the notification bell and put a thumbs up and share this with your friends. And I will see everybody next week. All right, that is it. And I am going to taste it for you guys. Let's see what we got here. Holy Christ. Let me go find the roof of my mouth. Oh. Blow on this, will you? It's really hot. All right, guys, broccoli and cheddar soup. Delicious. Make this. You won't be sorry you made it. All right, everybody. I will see everybody next week.